Hello and welcome all to the Trend Micro podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Nitin Patil, Principal Sales Engineer for Trend Micro India. Today I'll be talking about unified cybersecurity platform. We all are aware about the challenges since ages regarding alert fatigue, too many consoles, skill shortage, siloed visibility. And last 2 years has been crazy for all of us. Work from home, cloud adoption, attacks getting more sophisticated has added more challenges to the existing pain. Let me tell you about Trend Micro Vision One, which is evolving threat defense platform. Believe me, it is not easy to build a platform like Trend Micro Vision One. It takes 30 years of cybersecurity experience to build something like this, which is going beyond sales and marketing tactics. Now, what is Trend Micro Vision One? It's an evolving threat defense platform with multiple capabilities. One of the core capability is XDR. Since when customers are planning their enterprise-wide threat detection and response, and they have started their journey with endpoint, EDR. Now it's time to go beyond endpoints and look at other sensors. So this is where we talk about XDR, looking at more sensors, correlate the data, and then look at the complete picture, the attack visualization. And then in last 2 years, a lot of things had gained a lot of popularity like Zero Trust and SASE because perimeter has become thin, cloud has become thick, and this is where we need to build Zero Trust model. Now, when we talk about the capabilities like this, offering on one platform is what helps us to address problems like consolidation, too many consoles, but capabilities like Zero Trust or SASE or threat intelligence or XDR cannot be working in silos. They have to come together. So this is what Trend Micro Vision One does. Now what we are doing, we are taking Trend Micro Vision One to the next level. And we are doing attack surface risk management lifecycle for customers. And this is the ultimate differentiator for the platform. The first step of the lifecycle is to discover the attack surface. This is critical because you can't secure what you don't know about. You need continuous visibility of your attack surface because it is so dynamic. For example, new workloads spin up as a demand for your food delivery application spikes at dinner time. Now what we do, we discover the attack surface by collecting a lot of data from many sources, analyze it, correlate that data, continuously assess and to understand where all your cyber assets are and all the possible attack vectors. Once we collect the data, we are able to profile every asset and tag it. For example, which group it belongs to, what are the privileges it has, and then finally, it's important to map connections between them. So this is where we build a knowledge graph so that over time, we are able to discover more assets, learn more about the risk profile and add it to the knowledge graph. Now, next step is to assess the risk exposure of your attack surface and the likelihood and impact of the breach. This allows us to come up with something called a cyber risk index and how it is trending over time so that it gives CISO and SOC a quick visibility of the risk, but we also drill down from that to provide additional risk insights such as how vulnerabilities in your assets are trending over time. The CISO and SOC can configure these dashboards to show the insights that are most relevant to them. Final step is to apply security in response to risk. The attack index measures the severity of attack attempts and how effectively your cybersecurity measures are combating them over time. Now, this was a quick tour of how our vision for the attack surface risk management lifecycle and for the indices and dashboards that will make the lives of CISOs and SOCs so much easier in terms of understanding, communicating, and lowering the risk. All the time, till now, I was talking about great solution, how Vision One brings our products together, how great our products are in helping and protecting our customers. But the fact is, still this, if we don't have the resources, nor the skills to work with the solution and knowing how to operate them, we are still going to be vulnerable. It's like who will stop the rain? Every day, every hour, there are threats more than we can handle, more than we can filter out. We need to figure out a way. We need to ask ourselves what is the cost of a breach. And though we talked about skill shortage, now when we talk about detection and response, let's get into more details. Customer challenges, for example, they need to have more resources, more people with the specific skills, right expertise, lack of threat hunting and research know-how. They need to have enough time in a day. They need to maintain a relationship with strategic security partners. All these are challenges. So that is why the human aspect in overall detection and response strategy is failing for customers. This is where attackers are leveraging. Now, with this, Trend Micro MXDR service is bringing human and tool together. That's the power. And we have services covered. So along with the best tool which we are offering, we have Trend Micro MXDR service, which is going just beyond typical MDR service. It is focusing on automation and orchestration, obviously, but with a lot of custom playbooks which are relevant to customers' environment. We are talking about threat hunting, various methodologies, right? Looking at the environmental anomalies, looking at the indicators of attack which are mapped to the MITRE, looking at what is happening in the globe. Response, very, very crucial piece in overall detection and response. So response has to be Trend Micro products and also third-party product, because we cannot create a silo. And then finally, it's important to measure the mean time to detect and respond. How do you measure that? So Trend Micro MXDR service is helping customers to address all these challenges. With this, I would like to thank all our listeners. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye-bye.